to make someone fall in love with you. The following are the ways and methods that can help you make someone fall in love with you. Notice that most of them rely on the psyche of falling in love, so it's better to read a little bit about it before you start. I have what you need. When people look for a partner, they unconsciously try to find someone with traits similar to the ones they love about themselves and different from the ones they hate about themselves. For example, if someone feels inadequate but is very intelligent, they'll be looking for a smart and confident partner. If that's the person you're targeting, playing someone incredibly confident can be very effective just because you're sending a message to the subconscious that says, I have what you need. Plus, try your best to show you have some common interests. Meeting standards within the mind of each of us is a quick list or basic criteria that must be met before we fall in love with someone. Although meeting these standards does not necessarily guarantee that we will love the person who still does not meet any of them, we certainly never will. Examples of such criteria could be, it must be smokeless, it must be religious, etc. You should try to figure out the background of the person you like and try to meet their basic criteria, or you'll be rejected before you start. Are you trying to work hard? We're gonna try to work harder? Or is he chasing him or asking him about work a few times? These things will probably work if your target partner suffers from external dependence. External dependence is the act of relying on something or someone feeling good or escaping a bad mood. When someone becomes dependent externally, they probably jump at the first chance of getting into a relationship. If the person you're targeting depends externally, your chance of falling in love with you will surely be higher. That's why caring about someone when they fall makes their chance of being impressed so high that in these times people become more dependent than outside. The subconscious program can be programmed to accept something by continuous repetition. That doesn't mean you have to call your partner every 5 minutes, because that would upset his conscious mind. Chasing the subconscious requires nothing more than staying in. Falling makes his chance of being impressed so high that in these times people become more dependent than outside. The subconscious program can be programmed to accept something by continuous repetition. That doesn't mean you have to call your partner every 5 minutes, because that would upset his conscious mind. Chasing the subconscious requires nothing more than staying on the horizon and letting it see you so much. Even if you're barely just talking, staying in sight will help you to better program your mind. If you have mutual friends, you're lucky more because the subconscious is more easily programmed by reliable sources. The more your shared friends talk about you in front of him and the more they remind him of how much you want, the better your chances are of getting a place. Her subconscious. Just like subconscious programming can be a tool that can help you make someone fall in love with you. And it can be used against you without your notice, and the result will be that you find yourself connected to someone you can't have. In my book How to Beat Anyone in a Few Days, I pointed out how you can reverse the impact of programming you've got from others, so that you can easily forget about anyone. What's the first word people think of when they hear your name? Do they think of the words strong, confident, or loser? The position is simply to associate yourself with a particular image that people remember in their minds when your name is mentioned. Read this manual to see how you put yourself. Please don't abuse this information. This kind of information should only be used when you're serious about the relationship and not when you intend to play with it. Please grow up enough to know that people have feelings, and that hurting their feelings just because of a sense of victory is far from right.